Hi, how you doing? My name is Locke. I'm from 2mcctv.com. Today I'm going to talk about the built-in DDNS service that comes with the 2M DVR. Now basically the built-in DNS is a address that is designated to the actual DVR. Now most of the time when you're setting up a DVR, you're using an external IP address to log into your DVR, and most of the time the external IP address is prone to change because the internet service provider gives you a dynamic IP address. Now you can request for a static IP address from your internet service provider, but they do charge, most of them charge in a fee, per month. So it could get costly at the end of each year when you're signing up for these static lines. So that's why we incorporate a built-in DNS where you can have a domain name that updates with the IP address. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how that works. So what you're going to do is we're inside the DVR right now. What you're going to do is you're going to hit the info button on your DVR. So let's go ahead and do that. When you hit the info button, you're going to see something that says DDNS. On the DDNS, it gives you a address. Go ahead and write down that address. So mine is dyn.2mcctv.com:11K0037. Okay, so go ahead and write that down. And before we go and set this up, a few things that you have to know is you can only use this domain name if you're outside the network. So for example, I'm inside my office right now and I have this DVR hooked up in the same office, so I can't use this address to view within my office, but I could go down the street to the Starbucks or something like that, or to my home, and I could type this into the client software and it'll pull up my cameras. So it has to be outside of your network when you're using these. And another thing that you should know is you can only use this address on our client software or on a app that we have on the Android and the iPhone. You can't type this on the web browser. So again, it only works with the client software and the app on your phones. So let's go ahead and head over to my computer and I'll show you how to enter this into the client software and get this going. Alright, so we're at my computer right now and I have the client software pulled up. Now if anyone is watching this video don't know how to install the client software, on our YouTube channel there is a video on how to work the client software and how to install it. So once you have the client software installed and it's up and running, to add the DNS name, or domain name that we just retrieved from our DVR, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to right click on where it says DVR/CMS, click new IP. And what you're going to do is you're going to type in the domain name, colon, 11K0037. Now yours is going to be different. Then the second thing you do is just put in your username and your password. And again, remember, since I am in my office and we're in the same network, you can't use the domain name if you're in the same network. You have to be, outside the network, away on a different location. But I did set up another DVR not too long ago that is using the domain name, so I'm going to show you an example of how you connect to it. So once you add the domain name, all you're going to do is you're going to right click and you're going to click connect. So once you click connect, it takes a couple seconds to load up. It'll switch to, the DVR will switch to light blue if you're logged in as user. It'll switch to red if you're logged in as admin, and it'll display the cameras. And that's about it. Again, this is a very easy way to make sure your DVR is up all the time, and you don't have to rely on a IP address that changes all the time. And at the end of the day, it saves you tons of money if you have a lot of DVRs that you need to view online, because you can have a specific address and it's basically free. You don't have to pay a monthly fee for it every month. And that's about it. Make sure you watch our other videos on our YouTube channel and visit our website www.2mcctv.com.